Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Carr. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. In motion right, Olave. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cameron Hayward. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Saints first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Second down and 8. Carr going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Camara. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing now is Carr. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Camara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Now, rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And now contact up front. And this might set up an interesting decision. So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field?
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run it again with Kamara. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. In motion right, Olave. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Here's a 2nd and 5. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Olave motioning to the left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Kamara trying the right side. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Hill. Steps away. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left.
Yeah, get this out to Kamara.
Touchdown, Saints!
Alvin Kamara
for 4 yards out. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the 1st half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And that one off the mark behind him.
Incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now it's the backup Rudolph.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Hill. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So Carr departs, and on is Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now Rudolph. Finds Pickens out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Rudolph. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3?